Hey all you cool cats and kittens, this is Mrs. Holm. Welcome to your chemistry lesson. We're going to take a look at molarity today. Molarity is known as the concentration of a solution. Okay, and that's the first thing you need to write down, highlight, memorize for your quiz this week, is that molarity is the concentration of a solution. Okay, so technically underneath it, it says it's expressed as the number of moles of solute dissolved in a liter of solution. Okay, all that means is how much stuff, how much amount is dissolved in a liter of water or milk or whatever your solvent is. Okay, let's talk about this instead. Chick-fil-A lemonade. I do not like Chick-fil-A lemonade, and I know that that's blasphemous and it makes people angry, but I don't like it. It is too concentrated for me. When I drink it, it hurts my neck right underneath my jaw because it's too concentrated. So if I get Chick-fil-A lemonade, I need to add some extra water into it, okay? So it's too concentrated. What I need to do is add more solution or add less lemon flavor. So I would say it's too strong. It tastes too strong. If I was going to say it like a nerd, I'd say it's too concentrated. If I was going to say it like a super nerd, I'd say Chick-fil-A lemonade has too high of a molarity for me to drink. I need to dilute it. And that's what we're learning today, okay? So concentration, we're comparing the amount of solute to solvent, right? Solute, the small word over here, that is like the sugar or the lemonade or the Kool-Aid flavor compared to the solvent, the bigger word, which would be the water, okay? So here you could say you have the perfect molarity. As you add in more Kool-Aid mix, it gets sweeter. As you add in more water, it gets watered down and tastes worse, okay? A high molarity means that it's a concentrated solution. So that's why I have this arrow over here showing you that it's too concentrated. So Chick-fil-A lemonade has too high of a molarity for me to drink. It hurts my jaw. Okay? I need to lower the molarity. I have to add water to it to dilute it. That makes it a dilute solution so it tastes better for me. And I know some of you are furious to hear me say that. I apologize. Sorry, not sorry. Okay. Let's look at a couple examples, okay? This Mio we were going to use in class. That's kind of funny. Anyways, this is super concentrated, right? You're not meant to drink it. It hurts. It's like a Sour Patch Kid or like a Warhead or something. It hurts to drink it. It's too concentrated. Versus lemonade. So the higher molarity would go to the Mio. You're supposed to add it to water to dilute it, okay? Here you have chocolate milk versus pure chocolate syrup. Which one has the higher molarity? Well, molarity means concentration. So this is a more concentrated chocolate flavor. And then you dilute it or water it down by mixing it with milk. 4 sample problems and we're done, okay? So, number 1, Vince is making lemonade to sell at his lemonade stand. Obviously, we're not social distancing in this example. He mixed it so the concentration is just right. It tastes perfect. More people show up than he expected, so he adds an extra gallon of water to his lemonade so he has more to sell. All right, we were adding extra water. So we were here, right? He had the perfect concentration. If he adds water to it, it's moving that way, and now it's going to be more diluted. So is it more concentrated or less concentrated? We'd say adding water without adding in extra lemonade flavor is going to lower the concentration. It's going to be less concentrated, and it's going to taste worse, right? You watered it down. It doesn't taste as good. So again, the term is it has a lower molarity. That's the same thing as saying less concentrated or more dilute, okay? The opposite of that. So in this case, we were saying extra water means less concentrated. We can say in example 2, you accidentally leave a cup of Kool-Aid out on the counter for a few days, which is weird. But let's just pretend, right? 1/3 of the drink evaporates. So what we're talking about now is less water in your Kool-Aid. There's going to be less solvent, which is the water, but the same amount of Kool-Aid mix. The Kool-Aid color and flavor and sugar, that does not evaporate. So we're actually moving this way now. We're going from a good Kool-Aid to having less water in it, which means it's more concentrated. So that means more concentrated, more molarity. Molarity will increase, and it's going to taste stronger. It's going to be sweeter. All right, sample problem 3. It's just straight vocab. The term molarity is most similar to concentration. Okay, they are used interchangeably. And we're not talking about supersaturated solutions. Insoluble means they don't dissolve. Pressure is last unit. Okay. And then number 4, and this is very, very similar to what you're going to see on your homework check and your quiz, especially this week. It says you have 1 liter of a solution. Just you have an amount of a solution with a molarity of 2. Okay, don't stress that. If I double the amount of water, what happens to concentration? Okay, so you can pick anywhere you want on this continuum down here at the bottom. Okay, I have a concentration of 2. That doesn't mean much to us, but here or here. If I double the amount of water, I'm moving that way. I'm diluting it. So what's happening to my concentration? Is my concentration going to double? No, it's going to be a lighter solution. Is it going to increase but not double? No, it's not going to increase. My concentration is going to be reduced, and it's going to be reduced by half, right? If you double the amount of water in your lemonade, it's going to taste half as good, okay? It's that inverse relationship. More water means less concentrated. All right, that was fast, and that was on purpose. This lesson is very short, and this homework check is very, very short because we want you to do these extra credit labs this week. At least one of them, sorry, it says concentration and concentration. Should say concentration molarity, okay? If you complete one of these labs this week, you get an extra 25% added to your quiz score for the week. Okay, so you can score 125% on it. There's a concentration one on Canvas, and there's a molarity one. It is super simple, okay? So you go to where it says Extra Credit DIY Labs and click on that, and you're going to see that FET concentration and molarity, okay? I recommend you start with this concentration one. It will take you 5 or 10 minutes, and there are pictures of this lab on your end of the week quiz, okay? So you don't have to complete it, but if you do, you'll be more prepared for the quiz and you get the extra credit, okay? Also, not enough of you are taking advantage of this, okay? They're very quick, they're very easy. Some of them are actually like air quote fun. So make sure you're taking a look at that, and good luck. Appreciate y'all. We sure miss you. You have no idea. Bye.